This is wildlife biologist Eric Orff with my New Hampshire Fish and Wildlife YouTube channel. And here I am looking at Eastman Falls in Franklin, New Hampshire. I was here about a week and a half ago when the river was in flood stage. Here is the Eastman Falls Dam, hydroelectric dam. Not pouring like it did a week or 10 days ago. Kind of quieted down. That Christmas rain melting the snow sure had it up and flowing here. A raging water. You couldn't see any rocks. This was all just turmoil here. But here's the river today. This is the Pemigewasset River in Franklin, New Hampshire. It actually starts up by Profile Lake, up by what was the old man of the mountain, Franconia Notch. That's where the Pemi starts. Right up in Franconia Notch. Here it is. Right here. Pretty wide here in Franklin. It's opened up. Yes, caution. Hydroelectric station. Water level increases rapidly. Yes. I once on the New Boston River had caught a trout and set it on the banking to take home and eat. And guess what? About 5 minutes the river came up and took my trout away. I did not have trout for dinner that night. So yeah, pay attention when the horn beeps to the river rising. So here's the Pemi. So south of here is where the Winnipesaukee River flows in through Tilton and in. And the Winnipesaukee River, when it converges with the Pemigewasset River, it forms the Merrimack River. And you know, I saw the Merrimack River this morning, the Suncook River, a little piece of the Kentucket River. I saw quite a bit of the Blackwater River. They are all wide open. There is no ice on our rivers here in central and southern New Hampshire in this end of the first week of January 2020. Well, there are not many years that I have seen in my nearly 60 years living in New Hampshire, where I moved from Maine, that I have seen the rivers not freeze. So this could be a winter that our rivers don't ice up, don't freeze over. Oh, they caught a little bit. That big snow we had mid-December kind of made some slush ice, and the river, the Suncook River out my window in Epsom kind of skimmed over for a few days till we had the rain that kind of wiped it out. It wasn't really good ice, it was just some snow ice. And the same with the Merrimack. There were some big patches of ice. They're all gone. The rivers are wide open here in early January 2020. And I recently was looking at a report from EPA, and the Merrimack River, it's about 120 miles long. The watershed contains about 2.1 million acres, between 3,000 and 5,000 square miles here. You know, something like 56% is in New Hampshire, and the other 44% is in Massachusetts, in the watershed, in the whole basin. But that EPA report really showed that this river right now has about 600,000 people that drink the water, with another 250,000 soon to be added over the next decade or two. So there'll be almost 1 million people drawing their daily consumption of water from the Merrimack River. And that EPA report shows that we the people have done a very poor job protecting this river. We need to protect way more habitat, way more big forested areas. We need to protect the areas around the smaller rivers and streams that flow into the Merrimack, like the Pemi. So we have really not done a good job protecting the Merrimack River and its tributaries as far as protecting the land in perpetuity. So we need to get on that. We need to protect more habitat in New Hampshire, and clearly the pandemic has shown that that open space, public lands, is good medicine, especially during the pandemic. We need more. Where our goal should be to double the holdings by the state and the towns and the local conservation and land trust in this decade. Before 2030, we need to get on it and begin protecting more of the Merrimack River watershed's habitat so the river remains clean drinkable, and we need that area so that we can have plenty of woods to enjoy when the next pandemic rolls around. We need to prepare for that now. So yes, we need to get on board and secure more protection for our streams and rivers. Again, this is wildlife biologist Eric Orr for my YouTube channel. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit the subscribe and like button. Thank you very much. Oh, look at that river. I have known the Merrimack River for most of my life, and here's the Pemmy. Oh, I have spent a lot of time on this flowing water, and I've enjoyed a lot of that with my family and friends. Yes, let's step up and do a better job protecting the Merrimack River and its tributaries.